That's it for 69 News at 5. The Berks edition starts right now.
Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Berks edition, live at 5:30.
Flags fly at half-staff here at the Police Memorial in Reading City Park and all across Pennsylvania. Tributes continue as thousands gather in Pittsburgh to say goodbye to 3 police officers killed in the line of duty. Good evening once again. I'm Wendy Davis. Rob Vaughn is on assignment tonight. 2 of the 3 Pittsburgh police officers killed last weekend were laid to rest today. A large contingent of local officers was among the estimated 15,000 to 20,000 officers who converged on the city to help with the healing process. WFMZ's Melissa Batulis has more now from Pittsburgh.
A few dozen police officers from Reading and Berks County took part in today's memorial service here on the University of Pittsburgh campus. Their role today is that of part of a unit, a show of solidarity and brotherhood. But leading up to today, they have been offering support to the Pittsburgh Police Department on a more individual basis.
There's a lot of work. We've been in every zone, in every command level, in every unit of the Pittsburgh Police Department.
We've literally been going almost 18 hours a day.
Since Monday, about 15 members of Berks County law enforcement have been working with the Pennsylvania Critical Incident Stress Management Team in Pittsburgh. They are here to lend an ear and support to their fellow officers who lost 3 of their own.
Today, you're going to see a lot of emotion, basically because the whole department has been working nonstop. Between the fatigue, lack of sleep, and obviously the grief, I mean, you're going to see a lot of outpouring of emotion.
Much of that emotion surfaced this afternoon as one by one, 3 hearses drove past a line of saluting officers. Then each of the caskets of officers Eric Kelly, Stephen Maley, and Paul Shulo were carried to a memorial service.
It's a lot of disbelief for a lot of us. It's an incredible amount of, 1 is awful, 3 is incredibly unbelievable.
Berks County officers say it's been an emotional week for them as well, but they say their role here is one of their finest.
It really makes us feel good that we can come out and help.
Now, many of our local police officers will head back home tonight, but some will return here to Pittsburgh next week to continue counseling the members of the Pittsburgh police force. In Pittsburgh, I'm Melissa Batulis, 69 News, Berks Edition.
All right, thanks, Melissa. A college student from Berks County is under arrest tonight on charges of killing his ex-girlfriend. Police say 21-year-old Kevin Schaefer of Oley Township stabbed Emily Silverstein inside his apartment near the campus of Gettysburg College this morning. Both were students there. Police say they had been in a romantic relationship for about a year. The college is offering counseling, and you can stay with 69 News and WFMZ.com for more on this developing story. A possible silver lining in the weak economy. The latest retail sales results are out, and for the most part, they beat expectations. Walmart says sales rose nearly 1.5% in March. That's less than analysts predicted, but the retail giant expects Easter sales to provide a boost for April. Target sales fell more than 6%, but that's still better than analysts expected.
Yes, I mean, we were supposed to go away, and I had to delay my departure for a day or so I could make sure I get to the home opener.
Fans, former mayors among them, are lining up, and the grills are fired up at First Energy Stadium in Reading as baseball is back in Baseball Town. The Phillies are a little more than an hour away from the first game of their 43rd season. And this one comes with some new titles. Of course, one is owned by the world champion Philadelphia Phillies. It's a good title. And First Energy Stadium has one, too. It has been ranked the #1 nostalgic ballpark in the minor leagues. And WFMZ's Joel D. Smith is live out at the park now with some of the longtime fans who are waiting for that first pitch, Joel.
That's right, Wendy. We have to wait for the first pitch, but you don't have to wait for the fun around here. The mascot band, they're doing pre-games this year, not post-games. You don't even have to wait for that. And the first giveaway of the season, that's here too. World Champions Throw Blanket. One of the many things they're working on this year with giveaways. And, you know, because of the economy, the Phillies are trying to cater even more to families this year. And based on the past, it won't be hard.
You know, other franchises ask us all the time, you know, how do you have so many families at your games? And, you know, the simple answer is, I don't know. All I know is I'm glad they come, and that's what we really focus on.
He might not know, but these guys do. A full 4 hours before the first pitch, the line already forms outside the stadium.
We've just been doing it ever since our girls were little. You know, it's just a family thing. We all enjoy it, and we just really enjoy coming out to the game.
There's always something to do here at the ball game, and you can always bring your family, and the prices are right. The food's good, so we can't beat it.
This year, the family nights have been extended to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, where 4 tickets, hot dogs, and sodas cost $48. Team officials say the economy might actually bring more people out this year because of how affordable minor league baseball is. So the team, the vendors, and the fans are back, whatever the reason.
We're here for the happy hour. Okay. All our fears.
We all have our reasons, right? Well, speaking of fans, there's going to be an extra group of fans here tonight because the R-Phil's new manager is originally from Pottsville. We hear 28 of his family members will be here cheering him on in his first game here at the stadium at opening night. We'll have more on that and more coming to you later on at 6 o'clock. Until then, live at the stadium, I'm Joel D. Smith, 69 News, Berks Edition.
All right, thanks, Joel, and a good night for it. Well, if you snap any pictures at the game tonight, we'd like to see them. You can share your fan photos with us and other 69 News viewers by going to our Facebook page. Find a link to the Facebook site on our website, WFMZ.com. Well, we've heard about the ballpark and talked to some of the fans now. So what about the team itself? Tim McMaster is also live at First Energy Stadium with a closer look at the latest batch of our Phils. Tim.
Thanks a lot, Wendy. The 2009 Reading Phillies are actually optimistic this season. Of course, last season the team came in with very high hopes. That didn't really work out. They ended up with the worst record in franchise history. So they hope to do better this year, and they have a very different team, to be honest with you. There's still lots of prospects, but most of them are pitchers, not everyday players. They're also very young. One thing that should help the new guys adapt to Double-A ball is manager Steve Roadcap. He spent the last 2 years managing Lakewood, where he had many of these same players.
The one thing I'm familiar with is a couple of the guys I've played with, and most importantly, his managerial style. Which can change, and how guys kind of relate to you and what they can say to you to maybe put you, in the right mindset or right frame of mind when you're not doing well or when you are doing well to keep you there. So it's nice to sort of have that familiarity.
The R-Phils also have a new man behind the mic this season. Coming up later in sports, we'll meet the new voice of the Reading Phillies. Live at First Energy Stadium, I'm Tim McMaster. Back to you, Wendy.
All right, thanks, Tim. We'll see you soon. Well, for those of you heading out to the game, let's get a look at the roads now. We're going to head up to Rick Edwards in the traffic center. Rick.
All right, thanks a lot, Wendy. And that's not so bad on the Warren Street bypass. As we take a look here into Muhlenberg Township, we do have some heavy traffic volume, but everything is moving. No obstructions. 61 is going to be heavy as you make your way to the stadium as well. But again, an accident-free ride north to south on 61. One crash we have in the region in Cumru Township, Route 10 and 724, but it is off to the side. Shouldn't be a big problem there. We have some extra volume on Route 10, people trying to avoid that single-lane pattern on 176. 422, busy either side of town. The West Shore bypass, heavy past Lancaster Avenue, Penn Street, 220, and running into 222 there, of course. 662, not a bad ride to Fleetwood. We're good on 73, 562, and 100 in the Boyertown area. 222, very heavy through Maiden Creek as you get to Ontelaunee and jump on the bypass. 78 is a good ride east to west through the northern townships. No problems past Hamburg and Lenhartsville. That's your traffic report. Please buckle up and drive safely. Rick Edwards in the 69 News Traffic Center.
Thank you, Rick. Well, there's a lot of demand for some seats at First Energy Stadium. Still to come on the Berks Edition at 5:30. Fans will have more access to a section of the ballpark, and we'll have more on that. Plus, Dwayne Parker is live out in Baseball Town. Dwayne.
On opening day, fans will have their eyes on something green, and it's not money. But for these baseball fans, it's just as important. I'll have the story coming up, and Amanda Cox is working on the weather forecast. How's it going, Amanda?
And it's a great day for some weather out with some sunshine and nice mild temperatures. I'll have your full detailed 6-day forecast coming up after the break.